Hiya lovelies, or welcome if you're new here. I'm Linz. So as the title suggests, we are doing rice, normal uncooked rice in the air fryer today. Now one of these I have been playing with for the last couple of months on and off, because why not? So many of you are going to say, just get yourself a rice cooker, Linz. Well, actually, I sold my rice cooker after I bought my Instant Pot Mini because I find that once you kind of lock down your recipe for rice in your Instant Pot, and it does so much other stuff, there's no point in having a rice cooker as well. Put it in a microwave, there's so many different ways you can cook rice. But I used to, many years ago, make a dish in the oven where you put your raw rice, I suppose you'd call it, in. And since that, I haven't done it because I normally just do something, I don't use my oven anymore for a start. But it got me thinking and it got me experimenting, and I think so many people say, oh, it can't be done. If you tell me it can't be done, childhood trauma has left me to believe I am going to do it. And if not, I'm going to do it, give it my damnedest best. So I'm going to bring these down. As I said, one of these I have tried, experimented with quite a few times. It works. The other one is new, so we'll see how it goes. Okay. Now, in these here, if you've got the Ninja Dual 400, then you've probably gone and bought something like this. These are the IKEA 1 litre trays. This here is my 6-inch cake pan. Now, I like to buy stuff that I can get a couple of different uses out of. So I didn't want just, it's a waste if it's going to sit there and get brought out maybe every 2 or 3 months to bake a cake. So we are trying this. In here, make sure your rice is washed. This is basmati. I am going to assume it probably will not work with brown rice. I don't buy it because I can't stand it. To me, it's like somebody's putting sand in my mouth trying to eat it. Can't stand brown rice at all. So I've got basmati. Again, I don't know if this is going to work with just normal long grain because, again, it's something I don't buy because this is my preferred. So this is 200 grams. Now I've measured it out. I've washed it, double measured it just to be sure that it is still 200 grams, and it is. And I've also put 200 grams in this container here. This is the trial one I'm doing today. This one is the one I kind of know works. So 400 mils. Now, so I suppose it's sort of like double of your rice quantity, or I normally in the Instant Pot will use 1.5 liquid. There we go. So it's 200 grams of washed rice, 400 mils of liquid. I am going to put some salt to your taste, to your preference. I just want to make sure that's kind of level. Now this is the one I am going to be experimenting with. So again, I have 200 grams of rice in here. I am putting 100 grams. Now this is just your basic, if you've been here before, you will know I live on this stuff now. It's just the frozen mixed veg out of any of your Aldi, Lidl or anything. So I'm going to do that. And again, I am putting 400 mils of water. Oh, by the way, this is out of the kettle, so this is hot. We're giving everything here a bit of a jump start. So again, some salt. Might have overdone it there a bit. If I can find something to stir this with, that would be great. There we go. Just to make sure it's level. Again, hot water from the kettle, and we'll see. This bit's important, I found when I've been trialling this one. You need a good quality tin foil. Some of the cheaper stuff, it just kind of rips and tears. We want to make a really good tight seal with this. So again, you're going to kind of need a bowl that has a bit of a lip on it because it just kind of makes your tin foil a bit better. stick a bit better, shall we say. Because the last thing you want is that to be loose and then it's going to fly up into your fan, and yeah, it's no good. It's very dangerous. I'm going to do the same with this one. Again, making sure, if this works with that little bit of edging, I'm going to be so excited. Again, want to make sure that is as tight on there under that lip as possible. I hope you can hear me over the noise. So, hopefully that's okay. Now, I'm going to put, doesn't really matter for this bit, which drawer each goes into. So 1 in 1. Be gentle with your air fryer trays when you're doing something like that, because if you're forceful, you're going to end up scratching it. I've had this now for over 2 years and there's no scrapes whatsoever on the inside of my drawers. So you do have to be careful when you're doing stuff like this. You know, treat it with respect and hopefully it'll look after you for a long time. Yeah, Liz, all right, pet. Right, now I am going to match these because I'm doing them at both the same temperature. And I'm using the air fry setting, which is 200 Celsius. We are going up to 25 minutes. Match, so that's both your drawers. And we'll be back when that's done. This has finished its 25 minutes and we're going to take them out. Now I'm really interested to see how that vegetable one does, because it could be a game changer for so many meals. So just obviously be careful because you're going to have steam and it's hot. So first one, not looking too shabby and it smells great. Oh dear. That didn't work. Okay, well that's interesting. And at least now I know, so I am going to keep working on that recipe. I wonder though if it's cooked and there's just too much liquid maybe in there. We'll try. Not looking cooked. No, that was a fail. So we are going to take this one out. Oh, very al dente. There's a lot of rice in there. But it's not going to go to waste because this is going to be cooled down quickly. I know there's more in there, I just can't be bothered to fluff around with it too much. So there we have, oh, steamy. There we have that. Great. And a taste, of course. I've still got bits of the al dente one there. Okay. That's perfect. Absolutely perfect. Now, will this replace my Instant Pot for the way I normally cook my rice? Short answer, no. Although now we know it can be done, well, one of them can be done. We are going with, oh, can't pick that up because it's still hot. Cake tin, rice, there's easy enough there for, I'd say, 3 people. So that's what was that? 200 grams of raw rice, 400 mils of hot water and some salt. And that there, it's not sticky in a way, it's fallen apart. It's perfectly edible, but it's not going to be my preferred way to make rice. But it gives us options. So, lovelies, with a fail, but we'll leave it in because, in all fairness, that's what we do here. We experiment. I'm going to keep working on that though because, yeah, I'm not taking that as a fail. I'm taking that as a learning curve. And actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the tin foil back on that and I'm going to pop it back in again for maybe another 10 minutes, I would say, and see. Stay tuned. Right, I've just rewrapped that one back up, that faily one. I'm going to pop that back in on air fry, 200 again. I'm going to give that another 10 minutes. And we'll see. This has had another 10 minutes. So, if it doesn't work at this stage, I'm just leaving it. Leaving it to it. So that will be 35 minutes, this one, in total. Okay. Oh, we're looking much better. Okay, let's see. No, we've still got a lot of liquid in there. Do you know, I'm actually thinking, because there was obviously the frozen vegetables are going to let out some water as well. I'll get another fork. The frozen vegetables are going to let out some water as well. If, we'll see first. Round 2. Yeah, buy an Instant Pot, lovelies. No. No. That one. For the time it would take now, I reckon if you probably put it in for another 10 minutes, it might be done. But there are a couple of factors in this. Oh, I've put it in the sink to wash up. Metal is a better conductor and keeper of heat than glass is. Surface area. I'm going to keep trying something different ways with that. Maybe I'm just kind of thinking outside the box. I don't know where they are. I have metal ones of these 1 litre trays, dishes. And I think what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to do the same quantity of the 100 grams of veg, the 200 grams of rice. I'm going to bring the liquid down to tray 50 mils and try it in a metal container. Because as I said, glass isn't great for, well, I know it's not great for baking things in my personal experience. You might have a different experience to that. But it looks great, it's just not cooked. I mean, that looks fabulous to me. But as I said, it's not cooked. Yeah. And then we have this one here. And we're falling apart a little bit better now because it's had time to steam off a little bit. So again, I think though, as I said, I'm probably just going to stay with my Instant Pot for this. I think I would limit the water a little bit because I have noticed in places it might be a little bit sticky. Great, maybe for sushi. So, once again, lovelies, we've learnt a lot in this video. Let me know down in the comments your preferred method of cooking rice. I can nearly guarantee it's probably going to be a rice cooker, or a lot of you might like microwave rice. Personally, it's not for me, but in a pinch, you know, in a hurry, it's okay. Right, so I'm happy even though that failed, because everything is a learning experience. So once again, thank you so much for spending time with me in the kitchen. It really does mean the world. Drop me some, I don't know, suggestions and stuff down in the comments. Lovelies, wherever you are, have a fantastic day, and I love you all to bits. Thank you for being with me, and I'll talk to you down in the comments or over on the next video. Bye for now.